Feliz Mary. Happy birthday, Jesus! Now that we're back from Arizona and in the cold, snowy parts of Pennsylvania, we wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what we learned during our debriefing retreat. It really wasn't much of a relaxing retreat. It was more of a, as I've been explaining it to people, pull your heart out and show it to you. And then we're going to shove it back in there and tell you this is what you got to work on. That sound about right?
Sounds about right. That's how I felt.
So it was a good space for us to just be able to slow down, disconnect from everything, and start to process emotions that we realized we really haven't been able to process for a long time. They've been weighing on us. So, that said, what did you learn during that week?
Well, the first thing I learned was I am tired. I think I knew that already.
Big surprise.
No, but what I really learned was I need to get my priorities in order. My prayer since I have started school has been that God would help me keep him first, and then my husband and family, and then ministry, which is where school comes in. But since at least over the last 6 months, maybe it started over the last year, I have let ministry creep further and further up in my priority list, and I have slowly let my husband fall down. Thankfully, I have still maintained my relationship with God and kept him first, but I got the other two out of order.
I've fallen and I can't get up. I need your help.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I bounced back pretty good.
So right now I'm in the process of figuring out what that looks like, and what I need to do to get my priorities back in order, and also create more margin in my life so that I have more time for Dylan. What did you learn at the retreat, Dylan?
All the stuff that you need to do. No. So I learned that there's some emotional baggage I've been carrying around for a while, since at least last year when we came back to the U.S., that I haven't taken the time or had the space to deal with, for various reasons. And because of that, like, life has been more difficult for me. I mean, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for everybody, but without having to deal with all the COVID stuff, it would have been a rough year for us regardless, having to move back to the U.S. But I realized that as somebody who always strives to achieve, that as I started, from my perspective, started failing in things, in ministry and life, I just started adding more things on to like compensate for that, which just made things worse. And so between the retreat and having a really good conversation, well, time is recording, it won't be yesterday, but yesterday, with my spiritual mentor, just realizing that I've kind of drifted away from the things that God's called me to do and just started adding more tasks onto my plate that I've been trying to juggle but have not been doing very well. So just understanding what God's called me to as a spiritual mentor and leader, as opposed to just somebody who gets tasks accomplished. And so now I'm in the process of figuring out what are those things that I shouldn't be taking on, how do I transfer them over to somebody else, and how do I refocus on the things that I'm called to do in ministry, my personal life, all that, spending more time with my wife. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to this upcoming time of the holidays and vacation, and we're so blessed that somebody gifted us a week away at a timeshare, an undisclosed location. We're not going to tell you, so none of you bug us.
Message me, I'll tell you.
But it's going to be a really good chance for us to just be able to disconnect from ministry and allow us to start processing, journaling, praying through, talking about these kinds of things so we can essentially get our lives straightened out so that we can be more effective in ministry. Missy can be more focused in school. I can better serve the team in Guatemala and the ministry here in the U.S. while we're here. So, so we really appreciate you guys' continued prayers and help in that, and just also understanding that if you don't hear from us right away, we're not ignoring you maliciously. We might be ignoring you because we're trying to create some healthy boundaries that we have to put back into our lives that have kind of slipped away. So it's nothing personal to you, it's personal for us.
We still love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Oh. This couch sucks. We need a new couch. That's the first thing.
We could have had a free heated recliner, but my husband said no.
I'm clearly editing that part out.
Ready? Cut one.
Yeah, I was ready to. Asking if I'm ready. Stop it.
Ready?
You ready yet? This is going to be a whole episode right here.
Okay, I'm ready.